Here is a Subaru Impreza. Before we get started though, let me give a quick shout out to Naya Motors Inc. for letting us use the car today to film the videos. They are a used car dealer here in Ottawa, Canada. Check out the link in description for their entire inventory. Now let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and open the driver's side door. Now right when you open the driver's side door on the left side there, that's the primary hood release lever. Pull it in front of the vehicle right on top of the Subaru emblem there. You gotta put one finger in there and push it left. That's the secondary hood release lever. Push it left, at the same time lift up the hood. This hood requires a prop rod to keep it in place. So grab the rod, put it in that slot in the hood with the arrow marking it right there. Once the rod is in there, let it go. Now it's secured in place, it's not going anywhere. Now once the hood is open right there, that's the main fuse box. To open up the cover, there are two clips. You gotta press them both at the same time and then lift it up. Right, so press them both and then lift it up, and now the cover is open. Underneath the cover you'll find the spare fuses. They'll come handy in just a minute, so keep it aside for now. And now we need to get the fuse puller out of there. That's that white tool. Pull it out. The way it works, it goes right on the fuse and then we squish it and pull the fuses out. In the car, let's open up the secondary fuse panel cover. Open it, and once it's open like that, just pull it outwards towards you. You have to get it out of the way. And those clips on the side there, those ones, yep, those two clips, they're gonna fall off. That's okay, but just keep it somewhere safe for now. Let's take a look at the fuse diagram on the cover there. We're gonna focus on the two fuses, the 20 amp and the 10 amp. Now the idea is simple. We're gonna pull the fuses. If the fuse on your car is bad, we'll just replace it with the spare fuse, and that should solve the problem. So see what happens. In my case, the fuses are good. So what happens is when I pull the fuse off, the power from the outlet will stop working. Now the fuse puller is on the outlet, pull it out, the power is gone. How do I know that my fuse is good? Let's look at the center part of the fuse. See that part over there? The metal part is not broken. If it's broken, then it's a bad fuse. And if that's the case with you, that's good because we have a spare fuse. So get the 10 amp spare fuse from the main fuse box cover, and only get the 10 amp spare fuse here. Do not get 15, 20, 7.5, don't get anything else, only get 10. Put it back in. As you can see, the power is back on. Now let's repeat this process for the 20 amp one. This for the fuse. This fuse is for the outlet in the center console. Pull the fuse out. As you can see, the power is gone. In my case, my fuses were good. That's why the power went off. But in your case, again, if the fuse was bad, that's likely what the problem is. Get the new spare fuse, 20 amp spare fuse. Push it back in, and you can see the power is back on. Once you're done, don't forget to put this cover back on. Just get it in position like that. Get those two bottom hinges, and let's now look at those clips. See how I'm positioning those clips? It's important that you do it exactly that way, because only then will this cover go back in place. Otherwise it'll just keep on dangling out, right? So note the way I'm putting those clips back on, and then push it in. If you're having trouble clicking it in place, reposition those clips slightly, like pull them out slightly, and then push it in, and that's good. Don't forget to put the fuse puller back in its place and the main fuse box cover. Just align it over there and then push it to secure it in place, and that is looking good. To close the hood, first you have to take the load off the prop rod to push it. Get the rod out of the slot, put it back in its place like that, lower the hood and slam it shut. Hope you found it useful.